This is a 2012 Audi R8. This is a 2012 Porsche 911. And this is just my used daily driver station wagon. And today we're going to find out which one is faster. But unlike some other YouTubers, I don't believe in street racing because it's really dangerous and really illegal. So today, I've brought these cars to Atco Dragway here in Atco, New Jersey, which is a place where you can race on a quarter mile, and people bring some really serious cars with some really serious modifications that make some really serious noises. Drag racing here is much better than doing it on the street because it's measured out. You do timed runs, they give you a time slip after you finish, and because it's much safer. I know that because I have a helmet. Anyway, I've brought these cars here and we're gonna see what they do, but first, a quick look at the competitors. To begin, we have the Audi R8, the mid-engine exotic. This thing has a 430 horsepower, 4.2-liter V8, a 6-speed manual transmission, and all-wheel drive for better launches. This is a true sports car with 2 seats and a sleek, low-slung exotic look. It's worth about $90,000. Next up, there's the Porsche 911, the rear-engine sports car. This has a 350 horsepower flat-six and Porsche's lightning-fast dual-clutch automatic transmission, combined with true rear-wheel drive in the classic Porsche shape. It's the 991 model, the latest and greatest 911, an automotive icon. It's worth about $75,000. Finally, there's my used station wagon, which is a 2012 Mercedes-Benz E-Class with a tissue box in the passenger door panel. Okay, fine, it's an E63 AMG and it has 520 horsepower, but I bought it used for $45,000, and in the cargo area, it can carry a horse. Probably. It's also worth noting that this is a 2012 vehicle, same as the others, and that's why I picked these 3 cars. And so, with that out of the way, it's time to race. Before we get to the races, let's be clear about something. People don't screw around at Atco. This is a sample of some of the cars that were in attendance. Needless to say, I was the only one with a stock Mercedes station wagon. Here's an example of what some of these cars did when they actually raced. People had golf carts to drive around the staging area, they had full trailers to cart around their vehicles, and I also saw this Toyota Tacoma on gold rims, so this wasn't necessarily my usual crowd. This became tremendously clear as I lined up against the R8 for the first run. Now, you might be wondering what I'm thinking here as I'm about to drag race my station wagon against an R8, and the answer is not much. I totally forgot to take the car out of eco mode, I forgot to turn the little dial in the center console from comfort to sport, so I did an entire drag strip pass in comfort and eco mode. Anyway, here's how it went down. And not so fast. You can see the wagon get a huge jump on the R8, but there's one important thing you probably don't know if you haven't been to a drag strip. At amateur events like this, the drag strip doesn't start counting your time until you take off the line, even if you sit there for like 30 seconds. So just because I got a jump doesn't mean I'll actually win the timed race. Anyway, back to the race. I'll start from the start. And now here it is from my perspective. And green. Oh, the traction control killed me. The R8 didn't start. Woo! 93, 96, 100? I have no idea. Woo! Okay, well that was a good, nice little practice run. And with that, it was time to visit the little hut where they give you the time slips to see which car was faster. Man, I just realized I was in comfort mode for that. It was probably not my, and I had the AC on, but that doesn't seem to really matter all that much. All right, time for the time. 13.293.
Yeah, I got killed on my start. I braked and held down the gas, and just as it turned green, it cut me out. I don't know if it was traction control or some other car system.
Yeah, sure, that was the problem, Doug. Those are some lovely excuses. Anyway, here's the time slip, and take a look. The R8 actually won. Even though it had a 2.7 second reaction time, it ended up running a 13.120 to my 13.293, and it beat me by 1 mile per hour, too. I vowed to do better on my next run, and so, once again, I lined up next to the R8.
All right, we're trying this again. I got it now in AMG mode. I got it in the sport suspension mode. I got it in Sport Plus. I don't know what any of that does, but I'm going to try and see if that helps.
Confidence. But as you can see, I'm kind of nervous. I set this up thinking my 2012 station wagon would be faster than these expensive 2012 sports cars, and I'd laugh and giggle at how my wagon is really amazing and nanny boo boo, but what if it didn't happen? More excuses?
Last time didn't go so well for either of us. I had a terrible start. I had it in comfort mode. The traction control kicked in. The R8 failed to start at the correct time, although it did do a good job afterwards. We're going to see what happens now. Things are going to go better this time. I'm more committed.
And then we lined up, and here's how it looked. And from my perspective,
woo! Take off! Where's the R8? Oh, I'm killing him! That was a much better start. Oh, he's just falling back like crazy! Yes! Woo!
And a little post-race analysis.
I still got a better jump on him this time, but that wasn't even close. Even 30, 40, 50 miles an hour, 8th mile down the drag strip, I was way ahead of him, and I was pulling. That's crazy. I'm curious to see what he says. I'm curious to see if he thinks that he got a good run out of that or not.
He did think he got a good run, but this time it wasn't even close. Here's the time slip. The R8 was a little slower than the first time. The first run was 13.120, and this time was 13.389, but my run improved dramatically, dropping from 13.3 to 12.5. Maybe all that stuff I said before wasn't actually excuses. In the right mode with the right settings, the wagon was clearly faster than the R8, and so it was time to line up against the 911.
Okay, so now I'm racing the 911 after a long break. All right, we're gonna line them up. 911 versus the E63.
And just like last time, here's how it went down from the outside. And here it is from my perspective.
Wow. Oh, it's not even close. Oh my God, I'm destroying him. Holy crap. This thing is fast. Holy crap, that's insane. That's insane. That's absolutely wild.
One of the reasons I was so surprised is that the general feeling among me and my friends Pete and David, who drove the R8 and the 911, was that part of the reason the R8 was doing so badly is it was a manual. We figured the automatic 911 would at least hang with the E63 for a while. We were wrong.
Well, that wasn't really all that close. I guess it's a lot faster than a 911. That's what we've learned tonight.
And indeed, that is what we learned. Here's the time slip. The 911 ran a 13.8, even slower than the R8, despite the transmission advantage. The E63 saved its best run for last, breaking into the 12.4s. It's no surprise the E63 won, given the massive horsepower advantage, but I'm surprised it pulled away as quickly and as decisively as it did. And it is a bit funny to see a station wagon beating a 911, even if the station wagon says AMG on the back.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached a conclusion here. My used daily driver station wagon isn't just a regular station wagon at all. People see me on the street and they assume I'm a father bringing my kids to daycare, wondering how Cheerios made their way into the infotainment screen. But it turns out this car is faster than a Porsche 911 and an Audi R8 from the same era, which is really impressive. It just goes to show you the old adage is true: don't judge a book by its cover, especially when the cover says V8 bi-turbo on it. But I'm not done just yet. So you just saw the AMG Wagon destroy an R8 and a 911 at the drag strip, but I also wanted to give you another update on it in regards to its bumper-to-bumper warranty. Now, when I got the wagon 5 months ago, I paid around $4,000 extra to extend the Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned unlimited mileage bumper-to-bumper warranty for 36 months or 3 years after after the sale date. Now, so far, a few little things have gone wrong with it, the biggest of which was that the little wheel that controls the infotainment system stopped working. I took care of all of the little things in one dealer visit, and so far, the total the warranty has paid me back is $644. That's not bad in 5 months, especially considering that I have the warranty for another 31 months. And another update, I really do drive my AMG Wagon all the time. It is my regular car and I use it for basically everything. In fact, I've put about 6,000 miles on it since I got it 5 months ago, which is quite a bit for someone who works from home with no commute. Anyway, I installed winter tires on it this year so I can drive it all year round. Actually, it's kind of ironic. I have my Land Rover Defender and my AMG Wagon. I had to put away my four-wheel drive SUV Defender for the winter because the road salt will cause it to rust, whereas I put winter tires on my 520 horsepower rear-wheel drive station wagon so I could drive it in the snow. Anyway, I'm hoping for a snowy winter in Philadelphia this year so that I can show you whether my AMG Wagon can handle the snow just as easily as it handled that R8 and that 911 on the drag strip.